So this is 561 Myers Avenue. Coming on up to the house. Out here. At one time I saw 66 degrees it said today.
But tonight it's kind of cold.
Freezing. This is probably the way to go in. So we're coming in through the garage?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So see it's a fairly large garage. That is going to be a door to the back. And they still have to cut that out.
Gotcha.
And put the door in. But here's the way we decided to do to try to make a gentle entry in for them. We've got a curve that goes all the way across. And the nice advantage of this is it keeps you from accidentally driving into the wall.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know, you could pull all the way up to touch it if you wanted to, but you don't have to. You can park back there further. But this is 6 feet wide. And then this is the way you go into the house. From the garage, there's a private staircase to the second floor. But otherwise, you're coming into the great room. Of course, they just finished hanging all the drywall, so there's all the debris from that. But this is just a large great room. It'll have a door to a deck out there behind the garage. And then the kitchen is over here. So the kitchen is this corner, and the cabinetry will L in that corner, and then the refrigerator will be right here. And we offset the back wall so that the refrigerator could be even flush with the front of the cabinetry. And then there'll be, these pipes are sticking out of the floor. This is where the island will be, a double sink in the middle, dishwasher to the left. It's moved now. Dishwasher's going to be to the left. The range will be right here with the hood. And then the rest is, living space over there. Dining is kind of where you're standing with the camera. Here. I've prepped it for television on the wall over here. So there's wiring built in back here that goes up, and maybe Dad will never have it, but you can have surround speakers in the ceiling, and then you can do in-wall speakers here and here, and of course all that wiring comes out right here, so your stereo set can be down here like that, and we'll hang a TV on the wall there. If you come back this way, this will just be a cased opening. And you're coming into the foyer from the front door. This is going to be just a deep closet. Could be used as a pantry. This is a powder room right here. Mm-hmm. This is the staircase to the basement. This is actually the front door. We came in through the garage, but if you came through the front door, you come into this lobby area. There's a coat closet right behind the door. Mm-hmm. And now you're actually standing in the entryway to you would call it a master bedroom suite, but this first room is really an office. So the bedroom is back there, and it's got a pocket door that separates it from this room. So Mom can be in the bed back there. Dad will position his computer along this wall. You're going into the master bedroom. That's the bed will orient against this outside wall. You're looking now into the master bathroom. So there's a tub to the left. The vanity will be here to the right. And then there's the toilet will be here under the window. And then this is a stall shower in the corner here.
Cool.
Yeah. And as you come back, and this is a pocket door. This is made for safety, so somebody could, if you had a heart attack or something in the bathroom and fell against the door, you wouldn't trap it closed. Somebody would have to push you out of the way to get the door open, but with a pocket door you can just slide that open. So, in the same, not for the same security reasons, but really just to have the door slide. This is a pocket door from the office. This is a big walk-in closet here. And then the laundry is actually built in right here. So this will be a laundry tub, washing machine, dryer right here. But again, this is going to have a futon here, so a caregiver could stay very close, or dad could be there if need be. But his computer will be here, and he'll kind of be able to be very close, but still separated if needed. Would you like to walk down to the basement?
Sure.
So this, you would get through a door. All the doors have to
Is
be.
there a built-in light in this camera or no?
I don't know.
No.
Like a flash or anything? No?
Okay, no. It probably will adjust itself to darkness.
Well, a little bit, but it's still going to be...
So this is the basement, and it's just going to remain unfinished. It's going to be unfinished for now.
But framed.
Interesting, yeah, it's all framed because it's supporting the floor. The second floor is just as easy to go ahead and frame those two walls. And then we built that wall to support those two walls. So we pretty much framed everything except the closet on the back of the bedroom area. But the interesting thing, notice the 9-foot ceilings, very tall. This outer room is Grandpap's workshop. And it has double doors out. There'll be a pad, just a concrete pad out there. Futuristic.
Built in the electrical.
Yeah, we built in for his table saw. We have a conduit running over so we can get power to the midsection here. But you know, the house is designed so that you could sell it later on, or a different kind of family could live in here. So they might make this into a family room, and with the access to the outside there and the extra window. And then there's back in here, the mid-room here, the mid-room in the middle is framed to be a bedroom, so your entry would be here. This door would be a closet. We still have to frame out there to be a closet. Has a nice high ceiling. And you're kind of in the basement lobby area, but this under the staircase is roughed in for a bathroom, so another opportunity to have a stall shower, a vanity here, toilet right here, and then there's storage under the staircase itself. And because we have plumbing in the wall like that, we can actually make a little wet bar here, have a refrigerator, compact refrigerator, have another sink outside in this lobby area. And then this space, far space, is the utility room. So the furnace will sit right here, the water heater right here, and we have a drain for both of those. This is a manifold for natural gas. It'll be a gas water heater and gas furnace. The electrical panels over here to the right on the outside wall. And we also roughed it in here so that you could have, if somebody didn't want that laundry in the master bedroom, like we have it, they convert that to a closet or a wet bar there. This could be a laundry room here. So we have a vent for a dryer roughed in. We have the washing machine drain right there. So it truly could be a utility room. And then over here, where this is actually under the front porch, this extra space, this is where I'm dropping all the computer wiring and TV wiring and the security wiring, so we can kind of rough an electronic closet there, just like I have over at our house. And we'll go back upstairs, and you can see the second floor. So the second floor is designed to be somewhat private, right? Somebody could be a caregiver. Somebody could park in the garage, come in. They could like stay overnight upstairs, but still be separated from mom and dad living in there. And in a home that, say, you know, if you had teenagers or whatever, they could stay up there, or college students. You can have pretty much like a separate apartment.
Watch your step.
Yeah, be careful of this stuff that's protecting. Those are oak treads, so we're protecting those with the fabric.
Until they're finished.
Yeah, and then they'll be finished. But this space upstairs will be unfinished. When the contractors leave, this will be unfinished. And it's something that we will finish probably within the next 6 months, I would say. Again, so that a caregiver could stay overnight. But it's got 2 bedrooms in the gable ends and a bathroom in the middle. And then where you just came through, there'll be a door there at the top of the stairs and a closet here to the right. But again, it's a kind of a lobby area. This is, we built this so that we could make some cabinetry and rough in. You could have a microwave here and cabinetry so that you get a little like semi-kitchenette kind of thing. We'll go here to the front bedroom. I kind of cleaned this up. This is all my drywall to finish the closet areas and all. We actually had them finish the exterior wall, not finished, but hang the drywall on the exterior walls for a fire rating. But we're leaving it again unfinished. But I did all the electrical stuff in here and the lighting and everything so that we could move forward with that drywall. This is a good sized bedroom. Got a nice closet there. You know, the HVAC is all in, so we zoned the HVAC so it'll have a separate thermostat up here, call for heating or cooling independently of the first floor in the basement. You can see the bathroom, it's dark.
Yeah, pretty dark.
Obviously dark, but another shower, stall shower, vanity here to the side, toilet back here in the corner, and room for storage. We can build linen storage in there.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's not going to come out in the video,
Nah.
but that's okay.
But then this is the back bedroom. It's just like the front one, but the view, you know, if you look out the window, you see James Madison University. You can actually see
Let's
the
look out
stadium.
this window.
You can see the new stadium, and you can see dormitories.
It's pretty impressive. Yeah, there's the new stadium in that background. Whoa, I can zoom way in with this camera. Oh,
And
wow.
if you look,
That is the new. Is that Shoker Stadium? What's that called?
it's called Zane Shoker.
Yeah.
It's called
Bridgeforth Stadium.
Okay.
Zane Shoker Field.
I see. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's campus out there.
You can see our house up to the right.
Yeah, up over here. Kind of. There we go. Try to get it out of here. Zoom in a little bit. That's the house. Come back out here.
So be somewhat careful coming down.
Mhm.
We need to look at something. Yep. Yeah. This was an interesting thought. Was instead of having that closet be so deep all the way to this wall, we offset it, and this will be about an 8-inch shelf. But it'll let us bring like larger items, mattresses or something, and make this turn in the stairwell. So it widens that out, so you can get furniture more easily up there.
It's
Pretty.
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 I'm gonna head up and start today, so you guys have
Okay.
relax, whatever you want.
All right.
That's the house.
Yeah, and so this will be, I don't know when we can afford to do the concrete pad, but right here outside the garage and over to the bank, you know, we've got that sculpted down. This will be a concrete pad so that they can pull in and turn into the garage. And this will be the driveway. It'll just go up and out. One of the nice flat spots we have is to the left of the driveway. Hopefully that'll be, you know, a nice sitting area. So if you come up here, and you look, of course, I'm going to make walk paths back to our house so we can go, if you look over there, Adam.
We're here.
Yeah, like if you look back toward my tractor shed and the side of our house, the workshop and stuff, we'll be able to walk back up through there. I'll have a path and some walk stairs and things that can get up there. But out here, then, I'm hoping that over here where this stuff is, materials are just kind of stacked up, I'd like to make a sitting area. See if you look to the, see they got a nice view of the Massanutten Mountain over there, see? So you could have a sitting area right here, maybe make a frame for Grandpa's swing, where he could swing here.
Just look out over
and
this
look
way.
off to the mountain, to the library over at JMU,
Yeah.
across the interstate. That's pretty much it.
And conveniently, there are trees hiding that interesting architecture
Yeah.
from over there. I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. All these marks on the ground are ready for them to dig the utilities. This is the electrical transformer, so they'll go down and in to get to the power to the panel board down in the basement.
Done that way.
And then water is from down at that corner. The sewer is actually in the back. It'll go out and down over the hill.
So the sewer comes in the back off Cantrell?
Yeah, the big sewer line goes down our street and then it cuts down there, down in behind and goes on down. And so we have to make up the sewer from the house will go back to the back left.
Gotcha.
But fresh water comes in down here at the lower end of the front. And electrical comes in right here at the transformer.
Cool.
But you can see, like where we're walking back to our house, I like to continue this path down, and there'd be like some stairs or something that would go down to this sitting area, and then you'd walk on down to
So that's what this new path is for, is to connect the two
Somewhat.
properties together.
I was trying to dress up the front corner and eliminate a bunch of grass. This was actually very difficult to mow because, you know, the bank slid off and there was rough stuff just growing all along there. And of course I cleaned all that out and then planted this. This is my European weeping beech tree. So someday that'll actually grow 50 feet tall, 50 feet in diameter. And it'll shade over. This walk path will go underneath, and those weeping branches will weep over top. And I'll cut those. It'll be like a hidden arch. So in the summertime, probably have a bench and things under there that would be shady and cool. But it will be this rocky bank. The branches will actually weep over top of that someday. It'll take a long time for it to do that. But you can see here, when I first did this, I built this in the summer and it was a continuous path. You didn't see these little wooden bridges. And we had that rainstorm, 4 inches of rain in 1 hour. And it just cut big ruts through here. And in the back, washed out the driveway and all. So I just decided to I went back and bought these fairly large brownstone and made what looks like little riprap dry stream beds. But it's really a way to let the water find its own course and make its way over the hill.
Mhm.
You know, I just got little plants from Lowe's to go around. This is bugleweed here. These knockout roses were beautiful. They bloomed all summer long. That was actually the first stuff that I planted, was these knockout roses along with these daylilies here that I split from in the back. And I got this little cut leaf Japanese maple. I got that on sale, and I planted those things. Then your mom got me these laurels. Forget the name of those. What's the name of those? These are Otto Lucan laurels. So those will grow probably about 4 feet high and 6 feet in diameter, and they'll make a nice dense dark green backdrop. And I split some hostas and stuff and put along there. So it stays actually, this band of trees keeps shade right in there where the laurels and the hostas are. And then right here where the roses are, the sun hits, and they just love that. So we planted the red roses here, and then yellow knockout roses out front.
Is that what's up here? in that
Those were
front?
kind of late in the season. We
These
had
guys
a little
up
bit
here?
of flowering, but we I hope next year that that'll get real nice
Yeah.
and yellow, and we'll have the couple colors.
There's that mailbox. Ooh, my hand is shaking. That's what I get for drinking coffee first. That is 1/4-inch plate steel. It's a beast for mailbox. And zoom out.
See my